Hi people. Should be live, I should be good. Oops, we're not making a new character. We are continuing Splur. From last episode. Oh, hello people. Let me wrap this up. Alright. Yeah, so last time we left off with this assimilation of the innocent. Which, I don't know if that's even a proper... Yeah, I haven't even gotten to that. This is still, I guess, technically the tutorial. But that's okay, because it's a nice tutorial. It's a fun tutorial. Don't have anything to upgrade. I don't have any lithium. Halt! Don't fly into this giant star, please. Let's just begin this. Also, thanks for the support, guys. The last episode got like 45 views.
We arrived before the Borg. Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain?
Hail the colonies. We have to warn them.
Tivrel managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get. Putting her through now.
On screen.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today?
The Borg are on their way to the system. You need to start evacuating.
Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you say the Borg?
Borg are on their way, Mayor. You have to evacuate. Tom, what just happened?
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals in this area. Even our hails to the civilian ships are not getting through. There is a communication satellite nearby. It should boost our signal sufficiently to inform the freighters of the danger and warn the colony.
Alright, set a course for the satellite. So if you guys haven't noticed, I'm going to read out my dialogue, and any dialogue that's just not already read out by voice actors, because if I read it out, it means you guys don't have to, and that's just convenient, you know? So.
Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your orders, sir.
Zarva, can we get a transporter locks on the colonists?
The Borg are jamming up any remote signals. It's not safe to beam through that. I think I can boost the gain, though.
Hurry, I think the Borg will be here any...
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here.
Any minute. I just had to say something. Red alert.
Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Hi. I have to get to these little colonist ships next.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Chimera, sir.
We're the only Starfleet vessel in the system. We'll rescue as many colonists as we can.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
lap, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
I wanted to fight these guys really well. I'm getting all my glory.
All civilian ships have safely warmed up the system, Captain.
Alright, I think that's enough space combat of this mission. Now that we're gonna go down to the planet. Which is,
Captain, the
if I
Borg
recall
have
correctly,
landed,
bad.
and the colony won't be able to hold them off for long. I recommend beaming down to Vega and getting as many people out as we can.
Beam down.
Choose your away team for your
Well,
next
I don't
mission.
really have many
Your
choices,
for
so
who will be on your away team will grow as you recruit more bridge officers.
that I believe.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's transporters.
Understood. We will manually tag any survivors we find for transport. Any questions?
No, sir. I'll follow your lead.
Let's get moving.
That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Are we too late?
That is
Those landing ships don't just
very
carry
big
drones.
ship.
They can pop nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere.
Oh,
We
how do
need
you
to
know that?
hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
Please, save us! The Borg are everywhere! Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't want to be a sinner.
Last time I played this mission, that little group
I don't
glitched
want to
and
be a
literally not
Leave the gate closed! We have to
teleporting
get out of here!
and beaming up, and they were literally
And
just
leave the
following
others
me
to
around
die?
the whole
We have to
map.
help them.
Starfleet!
Starfleet's here. Thank you. Thank
This
God.
code will open the gate.
Please, please.
Let me
You
know
have
when
to
you're
help
set.
us.
Alright, everyone's shush.
Thank you. We didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate.
Are you bad at counting? There's more than one officer.
This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
Cardassian. Fascinating. Alright, let's grab armor.
Press the U key to view your status or the status of your ship and bridge officers.
Let's open the gate.
Oh no. We're too late.
Get out of here, civilians.
They almost. Oh, if you hadn't.
Well, I had, so you're okay. We're good. Oh, well, there goes that civilian. I tried. And there goes that civilian. Well, you know, we can't save them all. I can try, though.
Oh no! This can't be happening!
Oh, it is. I'm so sorry to tell you. This is most certainly happening.
We're saved. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get the hell away from me!
Get out of here.
Now, am I glad to see you?
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of Chimera or Voyager, sir.
Hello. Hello. Whoever you are. Mr. Really close to Starfleet, what a relief!
I apologize for Koles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements?
The only ones here. The glass cannons in orbit.
I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. Still, there is more to do. Many citizens are hiding in their homes. We cannot abandon them to the Borg.
We can rescue them, but something is blocking our transporters.
I know. Koles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship.
It can't be everyone.
No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings. But Koles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship.
I can set up a pattern.
First, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony,
Okay.
and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65.
It's not
I
in the...
think you need it more.
Hey, you're reading off the script, ma'am. I can set up pattern enhancers to cut through the Borg interference.
But first, I'd like to offer you some.
Well, you read. You already read that.
Vega
Understood. Put the clip
was
to good use. Why did you read that twice? Ooh.
You have received a kit.
Science kit module. So yes.
Open your inventory, default key I.
Basically, if you guys recall episode 1, I had to choose from science, engineering, and tactical, and this is a science kit module because I'm science. So this is a medical tricorder. It basically heals me, and as you can see on my little hotbar at the bottom, it appears. And yeah, good time. Alright, so I grabbed that. Let's put a pattern enhancer.
We have lowered shields for the
Nice.
I will need to raise them at the first sign of Borg ships.
That's understandable. Oh, we have to talk to her again.
The pattern enhancers are working, and not a moment too soon.
Are working?
I can hear the Borg moving this way.
I need to signal assistance to come here for
I'll
transport.
do that. How long do you think you can hold off the
As long
Borg?
as we need to. Give a signal. Alright, well, let's stop these Borg from coming closer. Wait, are your drums behind me? I think these Borgs are behind me.
Remember when we thought fighting a Borg sphere was the worst thing that could happen today?
You know, I never thought that was the worst thing that could happen. I just thought it was a bad thing that
We need
happened.
to keep them away from the civilians.
Which, to be fair, is true. Get him!
Another group of civilians is beamed to the ship, Captain.
Good. Yes, save more. This is the Starfleet way. Come on. We got civilians to protect. Answer hail from your ship. Okay.
Shields,
Thank
Ah,
you for
fuck.
everything you...
Alright, let me open that thing.
shields are back up, sir, but more Borg vessels are warping to our location. We have detected a type of generator near your position. There is a 94.6% chance it is the device affecting our transporters. If you can destroy it, we will transport as many people from the area as we are able.
Hang in there, Terrell. We'll be there soon. Mayor, thank you for your assistance.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
I'm not finished yet. Colas, you're with me.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born. There's no way I'm sitting by or taking it out.
He doesn't have any, like, blips. He's not even, like he just, what, he found that?
All right, Koles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't hesitate.
I know the drill.
He has a blip. You don't have a blip. What rank are you if you don't have a blip? I have a blip. Oh well, whatever. Let's go. Let's go. Oh shit. Okay, good. Let's go.
I knew that one. We played poker last night.
Look over there! That drone, it's Captain Taggart!
How can you tell from behind him? Come on, I got down, but he turned around. Even
The
that
Borg
is
are
stretch.
activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field.
I think they've changed this from when they made it originally, but like, yeah, that is Captain Taggart. I believe Captain Taggart just died in the original tutorial they made for this.
The Borg are so, what's the word? Effective? Systematic?
Evil.
Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
Hello, Captain Taggart. Hey, yeah, close. Don't appreciate that. No, seriously, stop it. Why am I going so slow? Here we go. Go, 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 go. Oh, do I just have to shoot this?
We need to help Captain Taggart!
A little too close to it.
Initiating emergency medical transport.
Sickbay has received Captain Taggart. They are initiating emergency medical procedures.
The ship is transporting anyone they can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible.
Let's go. Beam out. Come on.
We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
Can we reconfigure the satellites in the system to send an automated warning?
Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians.
That's true,
Of
too.
course, the path to the satellites does lead away from the planet, so we could remotely reconfigure them as we leave. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Sounds like a solid plan. Helm laying a course for the first satellite. They said it's out on the way out. This is definitely not whatever. Surely that means the next one's like that way, right?
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around.
Let's go. Hightail it. Get to the next one. Whee!
Never thought I'd wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
Why can't I shoot him? There we go.
This time forward.
The spear's a bit harder. I think I win
Is ours.
It's like the next tier after probe.
Sir, there are several fast-moving ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if
It'll
they're
almost
friend
be
or foe.
dying. Because, like, I've never seen that prior to this series. I played this game for a long time. Never seen it. Ever. Never ever. It's crazy. Ha ha ha. Woo! This is the next step from Sphere.
A cube? Guess it's our time to go out in a blaze of glory.
All hands, this is Admiral Janeway. Target that cube and open fire.
Yeah, I would not win that fight alone, gotta say. Just slowly back up here. You got me another character game, bro?
You've done well. Now let's finish this.
Help me! So we got the Chimera, the Voyager, the Targaryen taking the Starfinder, Armada. Stay away from that explosion! It's nice having friends.
Sorry about the delay. Dealing with the Borg and Pollux took longer than I'd have liked. As you can see, Starfleet got our request for backup. More ships are on the way. Oh, you'd be surprised, Captain. Mirandas are a lot tougher than you think.
I know.
That ship helped you save a lot of lives here today. Treat her well, and she'll do a lot more for you and your crew.
Thank you, Admiral. What are your orders?
I want you to return to Earth Space Dock. Admiral Quinn will want a full report from us. Meet me in his office after you arrive.
Acknowledged.
We need to get the civilians to safety. And I don't think I can handle any more excitement.
Yeah. For real though. It's quite the day for us. Ooh.
I'll see you back at Earth Space Dock, Captain. One more thing. Try not to pick any more fights with the Borg before you get there. I think you've had enough excitement for now. Janeway out.
You know, I've got to agree.
Congratulations.
I think I've had enough excitement for now. I can't transfer up there. Well, I guess I'll slowly fly there. But I'll show you all the things I just got. So, firstly, that mission gave me 2,000 EC for some reason, which, like I said last episode, is essentially the money, like your main source of money that buys you just the basic stuff off the exchange. We got Colas. He still doesn't have a little blip thing, but he is a cadet. So I don't know what's with that. I don't, like, look, she has a blip thing. She's a cadet. She's a blip. Sarva will have a blip. Terrell is a blip. I have a blip. I've never noticed that until now. Anyways, let's see what we got in our inventory. We got an upgraded phaser. Well, okay. Well, I already have one, so I can go to her. Hers can go to him. And then we also have this engineering console for our ship. It's the Monotanium Alloy Mark II, plus 10 physical damage resistance rating and kinetic damage rating. If you double click it, it'll automatically equip it into the right slot. However, if it's there's items, basically anything past like common, you have to bind to your character, so you can't like you can't like trade it away and stuff, which is fine. So you just hit OK usually most times. But yeah, now it's bound to my account now. Which it says account because there is such thing as an account bank, which I'll show you here, right here, where you can basically transfer things between your characters. Account shared bank slots. Now the thing is though that there are still things that are bound to character instead of bound to your account. So you can't transfer everything, but you can transfer basically most things that you bind to your account. And also another thing is that I said this last episode, I think, that I might end up buying more slots from my inventory just for convenience purposes. Cause why not? Not this episode, but like later on I might. Battlestar, like Galactica? I don't know. Is that a Klingon? That is a Klingon. If I get through the series, by the way, my next goal is to do a, what's that? God, English, Klingon character. That's my next, like, season 2, essentially, of this. But I have to get to, like, level 65 first. So, I don't know. Give me one moment real quick. Alright, sorry. I had to take off my sweater. It is getting hot in here. I'm back though. We're almost at Sol System. There we go. It's gonna show us this little animation of where to go. Condition Alpha. Yeah, there's like voice lines that play in the back. This is the star base that is propped up right above Earth. This is our star base, like our main star base. Now, of course, Deep Space Nine is also a main star base that we use, but not most people. Like, not most Federation people. How it works is basically there's two main factions in the game. There's Federation, which is what we're playing as, and there's Klingon. And then also there's other factions that, such as Romulans, and Jem'Hadar, where you can pick whether you align yourself with the Federation or the Klingons. And then there are others, Discovery and TOS, which just align themselves with Federation. So they're like little subclasses, essentially.
It's good to see you in person. I've already filed my report with the Admiral. He's waiting for yours now.
Admiral, what's going to happen to the USS Glass Cannon and her crew?
You've showed exemplary performance under duress. You saved a lot of people, including Captain Taggart. You stood tall against the Borg in combat. That's a lot to face as a cadet on a training cruise, but you handled it all very well. I've said as much in my report.
That's good to know.
Now, more than ever, Starfleet needs its best and brightest officers out there to defend the Federation and uphold the ideals that make it strong. Officers like you. I can't speak for the Admiral, but I believe you and your crew have a bright future ahead.
Thank you, Admiral. It means a lot.
Don't mention it. For now, duty calls. You have a report to give, and I'll be meeting with the Admiralty to discuss plans for the Vega situation. Take care.
Thank you, Admiral. It's been an honor to serve with you. Alright, Admiral Quinn. Explore reporting.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet.
It's Lieutenant, sir.
Yes, I see that here in the report filed by Admiral Janeway. She granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Taggart. Is acting first officer, correct?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Facing off against a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? You've had quite a day. In your own words, tell me what happened out there.
Well, you see, sir, they're just spooky guys, and they were trying to kill us.
That's quite the story.
I know! And it's all true!
Don't worry. I have statements here from Admiral Janeway, Captain Nog, and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story.
Oh, thank God.
All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others.
I'm a Starfleet officer, sir. It's in the job description.
And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair.
Sir?
Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor? Those are harder to find. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me.
You won't regret this, sir. Your orders?
You will be assigned to the Klingon front. But first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Dur's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
Alright.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at P'Jem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to P'Jem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Yes, sir. So I am now in control of my ship, like, officially. It also wanted me to go talk to the ship customizer. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go get the Vulcan. We're going to go to Vulcan and get the ambassador. If I can hit okay, Jesus. Loading, loading, loading. Taking forever. Don't know why, but it's going slow. Alright. Now we have to warp out. Now, I don't remember. So I'm going to check this real quick. I was checking my phone so I don't tab out. Because if you tab out and it finishes loading, it doesn't finish the loading.
My friend sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew. A thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
It just might. Get rid of all that standard stuff that doesn't sell for anything. Oh, excuse me. Oopsies. I done diddly got rid. Oh man, I did it twice. Let's put these in the middle area because I like putting stuff on the top left. Because like, so as you can see, I don't know how well you can see this, but it has numbers on everything, and the second row has a C and then a number, which means control. So like I can hit 1, 2, 3 to activate these powers, and if I had 3 more up here, I could just hold control and hit 1, 2, 3. So I like using this first like 4, maybe even 5 sometimes spots. So yeah, maybe I'll move it over one more. And then I basically just use my mouse to click the other half. But it's nice, it's convenient, because you don't really have to just, you know, your mouse is busy. You're doing a lot of stuff here, and you can just hit buttons at the same time. Also, I need to be closer. I don't know why it stopped me here. Oh, here we go. Welcome to Vulcan. Captain, we arrived at the Vulcan system. I took the liberty of contacting the ambassador, Aid, when we arrived. Tapella says the ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when traveling. She would like you to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on your main view screen? On screen.
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it.
You know, that's actually a trope seen in a few times in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
In fact, I think that's what Spock. I think Spock's dad is the same way. I think even Spock's dad was one of the ambassadors that doesn't do transportation. But I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on that. We're ready to land on Vulcan, sir. When you are ready to make our final approach, let me know. Did I sit down and do it? Oh, that's stupid. All right, let's land the shuttle. You'll give a little cutscene.
Starfleet shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Alright. Captain, the ambassador has his aide, and his aide are waiting for you at the temple at the top of this rise. You can speak to them there and find out if the ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for Pajem. Captain, Ambassador Soka's aide, Tapella has requested you meet with her before speaking to the ambassador. Something about some of these older. Okay, well actually really, other than the tutorials, like these bridge officers don't have a lot of voice lines because mainly who talks to you the whole time is if you have in here, which I can't click on here, who you have set to your first officer. Usually who's talking to you. Alright, we're gonna talk to Tapella. Welcome to Vulcan. Continue.
Captain, I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pajem is sacred to the Vulcan people, and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Savin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Soketh permissions to meet with the abbot at Pajem. This is most abnormal.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Savin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pajem now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Coridan is complete, and that could take weeks.
Wonder why Savin won't grant the ambassador permission.
The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request.
I'm gonna speak to Savin then.
Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Soketh to visit Pajem?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Soketh says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
Yeah, I can do that.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
I've spoken to Sabin. We can leave for P'Jem now.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Let's go. Back to the shuttle we go. He'll say his goodbyes, but then he'll follow me, so I'm just gonna go get back now. Save us some time. Oh god. I can't walk in a straight line. Alright, board short.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
And here he is on my... So I'm gonna return our bridge. Because we're basically in the shuttle hangar. Ambassador Sokas is retired to his quarters. Captain, we can leave the system whenever you like. Depart system. Let's go. Let's get out of this system. That's a cool starbase, though. It looks like a Federation starbase, so I don't know, that's pretty dope. Don't know why we can't ever access it. That is pretty cool. They should make that accessible like another starbase. Cool, like another hub, if you will.
Your inventory has a replicator that will allow you.
So P'Jem is literally right next to Vulcan. Well, I say right next to it. It's like 3 light years away. Yeah, roughly 3 light years away, which is actually like a lot. But like as you see, that's very close. But like in the real world, 3 light years is pretty far. Sir, I'm picking up an unusual energy reading in the system. We should scan the system before we take the ambassador to the surface. Great, sensors on maximum. Klingon ships are cloaking. What do they want?
This is Captain.
Whoa! No. Nice to talk. Captain, we're being hailed by the Klingons.
Cease your fire, Captain! Perhaps today is a day for words. My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would prefer to regale the halls of Stovokor with the tale of that foul creature's death.
Shapeshifter?
Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us, but we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming.
Undine? Have you any proof?
Proof? Pah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be proof enough, even for Starfleet.
I'll certainly take that into consideration.
If you wish the honor of the kill yourself, then it is yours to have. So long as the Undine dies, I will meet my death with eyes wide open and victory in my heart. I await your decision. Close hailing frequencies.
Captain, sensor scan indicate that Klingon's vessel's warp drive, shields, and weapon systems are all offline. I don't even think they have impulse power. Whatever you decide to do, they really can't do much about it. Alright, we'll discuss it with science. The Undine are a species that was first encountered by the crew of the USS Voyager. They cataloged them as species 8472. As the Klingon commander indicated, they are indeed capable of changing shape. Additionally, they possess telepathic abilities that aid them in infiltrating the cultures of other species. So Ambassador Sokath could be one. I'm afraid that is a conclusion we cannot rule out, Captain. I could conduct a test to determine the ambassador is who he claims. Unfortunately, that would violate the ambassadorial immunity. So unfortunate. Tactical. The Undine are physically superior to humans and consider anyone from our dimension to be an inferior life form. Their vessels are more than a match for the Borg. They represent a great threat to Starfleet. Where's Ambassador Sokath now? The ambassador is still in his quarters, so I recommend sending a security detail to detain the ambassador until we're certain of his identity. A sound precaution, agreed. Engineering. The Undine come from a dimension known as the fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. I'm afraid much of their technology still remains a mystery to us, but one thing is for certain, it is not to be underestimated. So why use a Starfleet vessel? That I can't say, Captain. But as the Undine are virtually unknown in the Beta Quadrant, my guess is that they are aiming to conceal their presence here. And the Klingons? What the Klingons are saying could be true, Captain. If the Undine are in the Beta Quadrant, it might just be that the Klingons sniffed them out before this. In this case, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. The Klingon vessel is awaiting a response, Captain. Call the ambassador to the bridge and open a channel to the Klingon vessel. Let's settle this.
My patience is growing thin, Captain. If you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your vessel, then any Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood.
Very generous, but unnecessary.
Then the beast is slain? Makar! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine together as warriors and drink to the honored dead.
I present Ambassador Sokath.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
Accused? Meet your accuser.
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
Not without proof, Katak.
You want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
Ambassador, allow me to explain.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult to unravel. My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim.
Meritless, but not unreasonable.
A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat.
Thus a reasonable consideration.
Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
Status of the Klingon vessel. Weapons inoperable, warp drive is still offline. Wait, I'm detecting an energy surge. They're engaging their cloaking device. Red alert! Lock weapons.
True warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this lesson personally before the Undine does. We may not be able to best your vessel, but a Klingon knows many roads to victory. The beast may have evaded my vengeance for now, but I can still ruin its plans here at Pajem.
Fire! Lost them on my sensors, Captain. They're gone. Scan the area. Captain, I'm detecting energy signatures on Pajem's surface. They're in the vicinity of the monastery. They appear to be transporter signals. Life signs indicate that they are Klingon. I'm taking a away team down. Captain, shall I accompany you? No, it's too
dangerous. A wise precaution. Though I admit I am eager to see my people safe, I will wait until the monastery is secured. And Captain, let not my journey here be for naught.
Away team to the transporter, room 1. I've lost some sensors, Captain. They're gone. Scan the area. Taking away team down there. No, too dangerous. Yeah, I already went through that. I don't know why it gave me a second time. Let's go to P'Jem. Captain, we need to secure the area, and then make our way towards the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm reading multiple Klingon patrols between us and the main building, sir. Recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert, we need to find the monks. You new to this though, or just start a new character? I'm not new, no. I've been playing this for a long time. But, this is a new account, so I don't have any bonuses or anything. I'm playing fresh, just to get a new experience, you know? It's always fun to play this game again. Gotta make our way up this hill. Kill all the Klingons. Okay, yeah. I'm very familiar with the game. I'm very familiar with the, universe itself. Kind of like a classic for me, you know? When an enemy is exposed, you have to exploit attack icon. Also, I've been learning a lot of new stuff for some reason. I have started today on a new account too, but not played yet. Yeah. I mean, I'm just doing it for a series to entertain myself, because if I do a series like this, then I stick to it, and then at least I know I'll get through it, you know? But if I just play to play, I'll probably just, like, forget about it. I have so many characters on my main account that I've just created, and I like sitting at, like, level 10 or 20. Yeah, let's get this item. Should be monks to talk to, and maybe, yep. Okay, well, and we got these items here. Take all that. I don't think I've really gotten anything useful though. Oh, I got level 2 body armor. Who said that wasn't useful? SMH. I got a hypo. I'll take a hypo. I'll take both the hypos actually. Run up the stairs. Kill the Klingons who don't care. Pulled out his bat'leth, like, no. Oh. Do not let them take the monastery supply. Sir, we're receiving alert from Vulcan. Tapella says she must speak to you immediately. I'll patch her through to your tricorder.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter.
Don't you just hate when the Klingons are actually right about something?
You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soketh's corners, but he's gone. They're searching the ship, but, sir, unauthorized use of the transporter is detected. The Vulcan government is requesting that the imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Sir, whomever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that an imposter is on the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. We'll find him. Yeah, we'll find him. We'll search for... Oh, there he is. Found him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
A face of... Oh, shit. Yes. Hello, Undine. Get him. Get him. Better. Get back here, boy. You know, this mission used to be different too. They changed this. He used to turn it into a Klingon, run down the stairs, and be like, "Get him!" to his little like lieutenants and whatnot. But apparently, they scratched that, and now we're just supposed to return the ship and shoot at him. Maybe it's because the space battle took so long as it was. Because the space battle, like I was saying, Captain, the Undine ship is on intercept course. Sir, the glass cannon doesn't have armaments to handle an Undine attack. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until reinforcements get here. If we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance. So like I said, the Undine ship's in shock. My little Miranda can't handle it, but reinforcements on its way. So like this battle's at least 60 seconds as it is. It's like it's a long space battle just to the beginning of it. That's funny because if you start a new character on an account that you have like Zen ships unlocked, I've literally like killed the ship before the reinforcements have gotten there. It's crazy. Yeah, I've done 1%, and he healed my last 1% I did. And here are my reinforcements. What I got the Challenger, the Texas, the Kurt, the Whiteout, and the Red. Let's get him! Now, the battle begins. I have one of my Xbox characters. It's really awesome. Explosion. No, that. Scanner debris. All your data now, Captain. Incoming message from the USS Challenger, Captain.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday.
I probably will.
Forge out.
We've recovered the final data transmissions from the Undine vessel, as well as samples of organic material that was used to create the ship. And to get all this back to Starfleet Intelligence, they may be able to decrypt the messages and tell us more. Depart system. Martin.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
Alright.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock. It may need assistance.
I can assist.
Now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed
let's
between
head
systems.
over and
Combat does not take place in sector space.
I'm gonna call that for this episode, to the end of the episode. We did about an hour, we did a few missions, we finished the tutorial, we got Welcome to Earth Space Dock, and the first Klingon front mission. As you see here in episodes, we're in the Klingon War. We got that first one, Diplomatic Orders, done. So that's pretty good. As you see, there are quite a lot of missions to do. I mean, like, and so these newer ones too, they have really nice, like, storyline. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not a big fan of Klingon Civil War just because it basically, into Ula, like, it has like the Discovery stuff, which is fine, like Lake Jula's Discovery, Asia Discovery, but the thing about that is the Discovery storyline is not my biggest
This is
favorite.
Dana Brott of the transport.
But like, still, it's all still good stories. So, anyways, we're gonna call it here. I'll see you guys.